watch on Telegram.
You in class. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Walhamdulillahi alladhi la ilaha illa hu. على ما من به علينا من النعم الكثيرة الظاهرة والباطنة وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه. By the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most compassionate. All praise belongs to Allah, the one that there's none that has the right to be worshipped except Him, who has bestowed upon us blessings that are numerous, those blessings that are outward and inward. And I bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who's alone, without having any partners. And I bear witness that Muhammad ibn Abdullah, that is His servant and His messenger. May the peace and salutations of Allah be upon him and upon his family and his companions, and upon all those who follow to the establishment, upon his guidance, and to the establishment of the last day. To proceed, ikhwan, antum ta'alaw ala jidar. Guys, get off the wall and come sit with the brothers. Get off the wall, inshallah. May Allah bless. Come sit in the front, inshallah. Man yahtaj ila al-qalam, who needs a pen? Who's not prepared? Man yahtaj ila qalamin, who needs something to write with? Our boys, Ayub, always. From the sisters, man tahtaju min kunna, who needs a pencil or a paper from amongst you guys? MashaAllah, Jamilan. طيب من من الأولاد قام بالواجبات? Who from the boys? Let's do the boys first. Who did their homework?
For what?
Who wrote their homework? From the boys?
What homework?
No one?
Yesterday's?
Yesterday's homework?
Already did. Already did.
طيب. Where's your homework? طيب. The homework was everything that we learned. We wrote on the board. Wanted you to write it 5 times.
I was not here. I was in here because I came late. I came late.
طيب.
I have a
10 times, Afwan. 10 times.
I
None of the boys. Any of our sisters did their homework?
have an excuse.
Bring your homework. May Allah bless you all.
I have an excuse.
Only the sisters, mashallah, once again.
Hey, can I tell you my
Aisha.
excuse?
What's your excuse, Arabit?
I was getting my glasses, so I couldn't have time to come.
You were getting your glasses?
Yeah, because
Nice
my
color.
mom was here. My house sir.
Where are your glasses?
Called me during the shop.
I thought you said you got them.
During the shop. Me and my mom about to.
Oh, you about to get them?
Just give me a second. My
Like,
book.
who's next from the sisters?
Me.
After Aisha, Zainab.
So I did Niyya 10 times, and that whatever that is.
Nice writing. Mahallo.
That 10 times and that 10 times.
MashaAllah, nice writing. Nice writing.
I bet he didn't do it.
Okay. Oh, nice Arabic. Nice Arabic. Nice Arabic. Yeah, Allah bless. You can write in English or Arabic. For those that can write Arabic, I want you to write in Arabic. May Allah bless you. I need some more girl stickers, huh?
Would you have a sticker?
Only the sisters do their homework, huh? When we go on our second trip, only those who do the work are going to go. When we go on our second trip, if you don't do your classwork, you're not going to go.
You have a question?
Huh? Brotherly. Settle down, settle down, settle down. Settle down, guys. I sent him. May Allah bless you. May Allah bless you.
Chef, I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a field trip for summer? Other summer
Summer
class?
what?
Are we going to do what, Zainab?
Is it field trip for summer class?
Yep.
When are we doing it?
We're going to go back to the zoo again. The first time we went to the zoo,
Like when?
we didn't have a lot of time.
When?
Probably a week or 2 after the Eid. So if not, next week when we first come back, the week after that.
Okay. Can I pick?
Right before the water, I told you.
Settle down, guys.
They had to split and they split $3. Wallahi, I did that.
Alright, let's begin here, Juan. 10 times. Everything we're going to write is 10 times.
It costs like $2 each. I spent almost half of it on me. asking my cousin for loans.
Good job. May Allah bless you. طيب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كنا متكلمين عن الوضوء. We were talking about the wudu يا إخوان. فتعلمنا الوضوء في اللغة. So we learned the meaning of the wudu in the Arabic language. من يكرر? Who remembers? Zahid, get off the wall. Come to the front. Nothing's wrong with your back. May Allah bless you. Come on, inshallah.
No, his back broke.
His back is broke? طيب. طيب, what's the meaning of wudu in the language, Zahid?
The action.
What's the meaning of the word wudu?
Purification.
Purification and nadafa, cleanliness. ما فرق بين الوضوء والوضوء? The difference between wudu and wadu, Yunus.
The difference is wudu means the action and wadu means the water.
MashaAllah, accent ya Yunus. Aisha, ما فرق بينهما? What's the difference? Wudu and wadu. Wudu is the action of making purification. And Abid, come back to class. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And wudu is the water. Ajila. Wudu is what? And wudu? MashaAllah. Tayyib. Who's that? Fatima. Tarjim hadi al-kalima. Translate this word. An-niyya. An-niyya. Jamilan. Amina. Mahallu niyati mahu. The place of the intention is what?
The heart.
Amina. The heart. Al-qalbu. Aksanti. وَالتَّلَفْ وَالْقَوْلُ بِهَا. And saying the intention out loud is a what? Musibah. Bid'ah. ما معنى البدعة? What does it mean a bid'ah, Aisha? Innovation. Amrun jadid. Something new. Something new. Celebrating birthdays. You could say that. Lisa mushkilata. It is a sin. Not really innovation.
Like, you know how, like, if you have faults, and, like, people say you have to kiss it, but when it...
Hey, like that. Accent. That'll be a good one. Something added to the religion. Something new. Tayyib. Uktub hadha. Write this down, ya ikhwan. Write this down. I know you're tired, Abid. Last class.
I said my head was hurt.
Last, you want to lay down? Lay down. Come lay down, Abid. Bismillah. Come lie down. Come over, take it. Come lie down, inshallah. Bismillah. طيب اكتب هذا. Write this down يا إخوان. شروط الوضوء. شروط الوضوء. عائشة. تفضلي. Nice Arabic. طيب write this down عاجلة. شروط الوضوء. شروط الوضوء. S-H-U. 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 شروط. 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 Let's do the English first, inshallah. S-H-U. R-U-U-T.
What is it?
S-H-U. R-U-U-T-U. Shurutu. Only Hamza did the homework? MashaAllah, from the boys. At least one of the brothers is holding it down for the brothers. Allahu Akbar. Yunus, not Yunus. Yunus, one of the best. And Yunus didn't do his homework. Oh, may Allah help us. Tayyib. Write this down, ya ikhwan. S-H-U-R-U-U-T-U. Shurutu. Huh? I didn't get a chance to go to the store and get no markers. So we don't have any markers for the board. I didn't get a chance to go to the store. S-H-U-R-U-U-T. Shurutu. Shurutu. T. شروط. شروط. T-U. R-U-U-T-U. شروط. 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 Next word. Al-wudu. Al-wudu. Ayub, come back to class. Bismillah. Al-wudu. Al-wudu. A-L. W-U-D-U-U. A-L. W-U-D-U-U. I'll say it, you say, Amina. Shuru. We don't have any markers. I didn't get a chance to go to the store this morning.
I can buy some.
Inshallah, I'll get some. May Allah bless. You can get some next time. May Allah bless. طيب, I'll say it, you say it. Fatima.
Are you going to do it in Arabic?
Inshallah. I'll say it, you say it. شروط. شروط الوضوء. شروط الوضوء. شروط الوضوء. Two separate words. طيب, بالعربية in Arabic you're gonna write شين را. شين را. شين را. شين را. شروط. شين را. واو طا. شين را. واو طا. شروط. شروط طا. Sheen Ra. Zahid is not writing. It's about to be only sisters class today. Only Ibrahim can stay. Yunus, Hamza. I always forget your name. What's your name one more time? Muhammad.
Yeah.
Muhammad and Haytham. Where's your notebook? Aina daftaruka? MashaAllah, Haytham. Good job. May Allah bless you. Sheen Ra.
Okay, I'll give it up.
Wow. طا. آمنة. علي أن أذهب إلى الحمام. فضلي. May Allah bless you. Next word. الوضوء. ألف لام. ألف لام. Halima, come back to class. Zainab, come back to class. Wow. ضاد. واو ألف. الوضوء. Do you have a pencil? May Allah raise you.
That's what I said.
Oh, 5 push-ups because you missed it. Al-wudu. You're going to write conditions of wudu. Conditions of wudu. Sheen Ra. Wow Ta.
Wow.
Next word. Alif Lam. Wow Bod. Wow Wow Hamza.
Wow.
Conditions of wudu.
That's what we write.
That's what you write.
Conditions.
Of wudu. C-O-N. Halima. Fadli. Nice Arabic. طيب. الوضوء. ألف لام. شروط. شروط. طيب. Conditions of wudu. Number one. You have a week to memorize these. متى نرجع إلى درس? When do we come back? Today's your last day before Eid, صح? متى نرجع? When do we come back? 19th?
3 months.
3 months?
No.
Next year?
No.
رمضان؟ متى نرجع إلى درس؟
Next
تفضل.
Saturday.
Somebody on the phone calling me the whole since yesterday. He wants to ask a question.
Ask him to give us 1 hour or a half hour. We'll
1 hour.
call right
Should I
back.
give it to you your phone number?
That's fine. You can give my number. طيب متى نرجع يا زينب؟ When do we come back زينب?
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. عندنا أسبوع لنحفظ هذه الأمور. We have a week to memorize. We have a week. What we're going to learn today, you have a week to memorize it. Have fun on the Eid. Enjoy yourself. Visit your family. Have a good time. طيب. Then I want you to get back to your classes. We have a week to memorize. Number 1. Whose turn? Where's Hibaq اليوم? Our favorite, Hibaq. عن ماذا نتكلم? What are we talking about today? Conditions of? MashaAllah. May Allah bless you. طيب نسيبة. عن ماذا نتكلم? What are we talking about? شروط what? جميل. Conditions of wudu. ما هي الشرط? What is a condition? Zainab.
One condition of wudu is you have to be a Muslim.
جميلا. But what is a condition? What does it mean?
Something that you have to have.
Something you have to have قبل الفعل, that comes before the action. Something that نسيبة زينب لا تلعبا خلاص. زينب and نسيبة انتهى خلاص. طيب. What's the condition? You're going to write an obligation that takes place before the action. An obligation that takes place before the action. Obligation. O-B-L. Write this down. O-B-L. Obligation. Obligation.
Is that the first one?
Condition. An obligation that takes place before the action. Fadali. Obligation. O-B-L. I. G-A-T-I-O-N. An obligation that takes place before the action. Rahmakallah. An obligation that takes place before the action. 2 more parts. An obligation that takes place before the action. ما يلزم عدمه بعدمه ولا يلزم وجوده بوجوده. طيب. An obligation that takes place before the action. If it's not there, then the action is not present. And if it's present, it doesn't mean that the action is correct. We'll say that again. Zainab. Jamilan. Say it back.
The condition of wudu, one of condition is the obligation that takes place before an action.
Good. That's the first part. Write that down. An obligation that takes place before the action. Yunus. Can I have a water? Tfadal. Get some water? May Allah bless you. An obligation that takes place before the action. Make sure you have that. We're about to break this group up. Zahid, Sadiq, and Ayub. You're not working yet, Juan.
I got the first
Only the right side. The left side we're not paying attention to.
I got all.
Only the left side. What did we write? What do you have?
I have shurutu al-wudu, conditions of wudu, obligation.
May Allah bless you. Write this down. A condition, an obligation that takes place before the action. Right, number one. First condition. Al-Islam. A-L
Islam.
I-S. Ah, shukran. Somebody get the board, ya ikhwan. Let's try this marker. I-A. Help him, Hamza. Tafadali. May Allah bless you. Nice Arabic. A-L-I-S L-A-A-M 2A. It's elongation. Islam. People don't write it with elongation, but it should be elongation. Your boys come here, inshallah, so we can try this marker out. Let's see if we can speed the class up some. You guys come on inside. Zahid, Sadiq, and Ayub. Slide over some. May Allah bless you all. A-L-I-S. We need an eraser. I'll try to, by the time we come back, I'll have markers and erasers in this break board. Zahid, come on, Zahid. Bismillah. Hurry. We don't got a lot of time.
We have plenty of time.
Yunus. Shukran, Hamza, may Allah bless you both.
We have plenty of time.
Hamza, come to this side, inshallah, so you can see the board. You sisters can come. Can you guys see from there?
My God.
You're going to write condition number 1. Al-Islam.
God worship.
فالوضوء لا يجب على الكافر. Wudu is not obligatory upon the non-Muslim. You're going to write Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. شروط الوضوء. شروط الوضوء. شروط الوضوء. شروط الوضوء. Conditions of wudu. Amina, Fatima, فضلي علي أن أذهب إلى الحمام. حمام. شروط الوضوء. فضل.
Can I get some water?
Can I have some water? Not can I get, can I have?
Can I get water?
Not get, can I have water?
Can I have water?
Yes.
Yes.
Conditions of wudu. Conditions of wudu. Shurutul wudu. Halima, come back to class. Stop playing. Muhammad. Fadal. May Allah bless you. Huh?
What is the second condition?
Number 2, we're going to write Al-Aql. You have to have your mind. Shurutul wudu. Number 1, Al-Islam. You have to be a Muslim. Number 1, Al-Islam.
Al-Islam.
MashaAllah, Zainab. May Allah bless you. Al-Islam. Number 1, Al-Islam. You have to be Haytham what? A Muslim. What's wrong, Zainab? Nusaybah? Aisha? Malakunna? Number 2, Al-Aql. You have to have your mind. You have to have sound mind. الذي ما عنده العقل السليم لا يشترط عليه الوضوء. The one who doesn't have his mind doesn't have to make wudu. He can do whatever. His mind is not there. She can do whatever. She doesn't have to make wudu. It's not obligatory upon her. Number 1, Islam. Al-Islam. Al-Islam. Number 2, Al-Aql. Have to have your mind. Al-Aql.
The mind is great.
Not your brain, your mind.
Have your mind. You have to have like cautious. You have to be like, I don't know.
You have to be you, right? Cautious, sound. You have to have your rationale. You know right from wrong.
You can't be insane.
Can't be insane. Number 2, Al-Aql. So I'll say it, you say it. I'll say it, you say it. Shurutul wudu. The conditions of wudu.
The conditions of wudu.
Number 1,
Number 1.
Al-Islam.
Al-Islam.
You have to be Muslim.
You have to be Muslim.
Number 2,
Number 2.
Al-Aql.
Al-Aql.
Have to have your sound mind.
You have to have your sound mind.
Number 3,
Number 3.
At-Tamyiz.
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 Malakum. طيب. Who's that? Zain, Aisha, who's that?
That was me.
At-
That was like that.
At-Tamyiz.
At-Tamyiz.
طيب. At-Tamyiz is the distinction, the discernment. You have to have reached the age of tamyiz, discernment. You have to, now you're an adult. The child, she's no longer a little girl, she's a woman. He's no longer a little boy, he's a man. تمييز. والعلماء يختلفون في وقت التمييز. ماذا؟ فاطمة.
The second word, what's the haraka?
العقل. On the ayn, فتحة. On the qaf, sukun. The lam,
Is that the third one?
that's number 2. Number 3, at-tamyiz. At-tamyiz. Al-aql, your mind. Distinction. Tamyiz. Shukran Sheikh. Tamyiz. Nice. May Allah bless. Tamyiz. Shukran. Tamyiz is the age of discernment. The age of when you have the ability to distinguish, the age that allows you to be able to distinguish between right and wrong. You're an adult now. Nusayba.
The age of maturity?
Age of maturity will be a good translation.
Age of puberty.
Age of puberty, a good translation.
So when I reach 13, I can do sermons?
Not sermons, discernment.
Wait, what is number 2?
May Allah bless you.
What is number 2 mean?
Number 2, Aisha, al-aql, your mind. You have to have your sound mind. Number 3, tamyiz, the age of maturity.
Of puberty.
The age of maturity. You're an adult now. You're no longer a child.
Or puberty.
You're an adult.
Or puberty.
Or puberty will be a good translation. Like I'll say it, you say it. Shurutul wudu.
Shurutul wudu.
Conditions of wudu.
Conditions of wudu.
Number 1,
Number 1.
al-Islam. You
Al-Islam.
have to be a Muslim.
You have to be a Muslim.
Al-Thani.
Al-Thani.
Number 2,
Number 2.
al-aql. You
Al-Aql.
have to have your sound mind.
You have to have your sound mind.
Al-Thalith.
Al-Thalith.
Number 3,
Number 3.
at-tamyiz.
Al-Tamyiz.
You have to reach the age of maturity.
You have to reach the age of maturity.
Like uktub hadha, write this down. We have 3 so far. We're going to write 7. 6 or 7. Make sure you have this. Whoever memorizes this, you have a week to do so, will get a gift. After you have fun on the Eid, inshallah, Allah Ta'ala allows us to come back. You have a good time, visit your family, have some fun, then you get back to your learning. We have 7 things we're going to memorize. Zainab.
So, can you like memorize it in Arabic or English?
Most of you can speak Arabic, mashallah. Most of you girls write your notes in Arabic. May Allah bless you all. For you girls, I want you to learn in Arabic. If you haven't reached that level yet, no problem. For those who can write Arabic, and some of you I know, Hiba, Zainab, Aisha, Nusayba, I want you guys to write in Arabic. Many of the boys, Yunus writes in Arabic, mashallah. Who else? There's Yunus, Hamza. طيب. The ones that cannot write in Arabic, no problem. You'll get to that level, inshallah. You guys write in English. No problem.
What's the third?
Third one, tamyiz, the age of maturity. So I'm gonna take this away so I don't have a lot of space. You guys have this?
Yes.
Right? So we have 4 more left. Let's finish, inshallah. Our last class before break.
What if we memorize it before, like today? What if we
That's the
memorize
best. Then you get your gift early, inshallah.
it? You already have the gift.
Now I have to get it.
It's 10.
I know they asked a lot of the sisters, mashallah. Tayyib. Who can repeat? Haytham. Number 1. Not there. Zainab.
Okay. شرط الوضوء.
شروط الوضوء.
شروط الوضوء. Conditions of wudu.
Nice.
الأول الإسلام. الثاني عقل. الثالثة التمييز.
MashaAllah. Zainab, may Allah raise. May Allah raise. Who else? Zahid.
شروط الوضوء الأول الإسلام الثاني العقل
Good.
and the third one is التمييز.
MashaAllah. May Allah bless you. Who else? Yunus.
شروط الوضوء.
Good.
Conditions of wudu. الإسلام.
Good.
العقل.
Good.
Uh,
Sound.
sound.
Mind.
Mind.
Good.
You
Number
have to
3.
have a sound mind.
Good. Number 3. Tamyiz. Age of.
Age of puberty.
MashaAllah. May Allah bless you. Amina. Fadali. Good. MashaAllah. Translate. MashaAllah. May Allah bless. Halima. Fadali.
Conditions of wudu. Al-Islam, al-Aql, and
MashaAllah. Translate. Al-Aql.
mind,
Tamyiz.
age of maturity.
MashaAllah. Aisha.
الأول الإسلام.
Good.
الثاني العقل.
Good.
الثالثة التمييز.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Translate. Al-Aql.
Conditions of wudu.
Good.
The first one is al-Islam.
Good.
You have to be Muslim.
MashaAllah.
The second one is al-Aql, where you have to be safe in your mind.
Good.
And the third one is al-Tamyiz, which means you have to reach the age of maturity.
MashaAllah. May Allah bless. What's that? Ajila. Good. Al-Islam.
Al-Islam, you have to be
Good.
you have to have mind.
Sound mind. Tamyiz. Good.
Of maturity.
MashaAllah. May Allah bless you. Tayyib. Number 4. Sibrin. Conditions of wudu.
Number 1, al-Islam.
Good.
You must be a Muslim in order.
Number 2.
Number 2,
Al-Aql.
al-Aql. Must be sane in mind.
Good.
And number 3, age of maturity.
MashaAllah. May Allah bless you, Sibrin. May Allah bless you. Tayyib. Let's continue. Number 4. An-Niyya.
An-Niyya.
Intention.
Intention.
An-Niyya.
An-Niyya.
Intention.
Intention.
Number 5.
Number 5,
Al-Khamisu.
al-Khamisu.
Dukhulul waqt.
Wudu al-Waqt.
It has to be time.
Has to be tied.
To pray. عفوا.
What's
عفوا.
the time period of prayer?
لا أنا أقصد الصلاة. I'm talking about صلاة. النية الإسلام العقل التمييز النية. Number 5.
Number 5.
طهارة الماء. The water has to be pure.
The water has to be pure.
طهارة الماء. The water can't be impure. Has to be pure water. طهارة الماء. أحسنتي زينب. طهارة الماء. The water has to be pure. طهارة الماء. The water has to be pure. Pure water. Can't be filthy water. It's number 5. Oh, my marker is dying. You're going to write طهارة الماء. Now we have 5. I'll say it, you'll say it. شروط الوضوء. Conditions of wudu. الأول. Number 1. Al-Islam. You have to be Muslim. الثاني. Number 2. Al-Aql. You have to have a sound mind. الثالث. Number 3. التمييز. Have to reach the age of maturity. Or you can say puberty. الرابع. Number 4. النية. Have to have a sound intention. الخامس. Number 5. طهارة الماء. The water has to be pure. Zainab.
What does sound mean? Because I know it's like sound heart, sound intention. Like, what does sound mean?
Sound like correct, upright. Have to have a correct intention, sound intention. Correct intention will be better. Correct intention. Nusayba.
الإسلام العقل التمييز النية طهارة الماء.
MashaAllah, may Allah bless you. Nusayba. Zahir, all by yourself without looking? No? No hammam. You can go to the hammam when you answer. Number 1 or number 2? Islam. طهارة الماء. Water has to be pure. Intention. 3. Age of puberty. 4. Something about the mind. العقل. MashaAllah. Who's turn? Halima. All by yourself. Islam. العقل. Sound mind. Tamyiz. Age of puberty. Intention. Pure water. MashaAllah. May Allah bless you. Zainab.
شروط الوضوء
Islam.
العقل التمييز النية
طهارة. MashaAllah. Ibrahim.
حروف الوضوء
Good.
الإسلام
Good.
العقل
Good.
سمية
تمييز. Good.
النية
Good. Something about the water. MashaAllah. طهارة الماء. You in class or you sleeping? You still in your nap or you back in class? Right. Condition of wudu. Islam. العقل. تمييز. Good. Something about the water.
The water has to be
طهارة الماء.
طهارة الماء.
Good. And something about the heart.
The heart.
النية. MashaAllah. Hiba, all by yourself. Islam. العقل. النية. Tamyiz. Something about the water. Taharatu. MashaAllah. Pure water. Aisha. Conditions of wudu. MashaAllah. Have to be Muslim. Number 2. MashaAllah. 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 Ajila. Yeah. Conditions of wudu. Al-awwal. Good. Tamyiz. Good. Good. MashaAllah. Something about the mind. Something about the water. Something about the water. I think you missed one. Something about the water. Hey, pure water. Hamza. What about yourself, Hamza? Al-Islam. Al-Aql. Al-Tamyiz. Al-Niyya. Taharatul Ma. What's that? 5? Let's do 5, 6, 7. Let's do 2 more. Number 6.
They don't know what the condition.
I gave them that earlier. Our sister asked, hey back, what's the meaning of a condition, Zainab?
Obligation that takes place before the action.
An obligation that takes place before the action.
So you have
Before you make wudu, these things have to be there. This is not part of the wudu. The condition, ash-sharatu al-amru alladhi yusbiqu yusbiqu al-fi'l. A condition is an action, a commandment or obligation that comes before the action. Before I make wudu, these are not wudu. This subiqa al-wudu, it comes before wudu. Before I make wudu, I have to what? Number 1, I have to be Muslim. Islam is not the wudu. I have to be Muslim to make wudu. Right? A condition is something that comes before the action. Conditions of the salah, something that comes before salah. Right? Conditions of, give me another action.
conditions of law.
Conditions of salah, something that comes before the salah. Dukhul al-waqt, has to be time. An-niyya, intention. Al-Islam,
You have to be
wudu.
clean.
Right? So the condition, I want you to write, we had this earlier, an obligation that comes before the action. What's the condition? An obligation that comes before the action. An obligation that comes before the action. Zainab,
What if you don't have one of these conditions?
if you don't have one of the conditions, that's the second part. I wanted to give you that, but I didn't want it to be too confusing. There's actually one more part of a condition. I gave you the first part. A condition is al-amr alladhi yaqa' qabla al-fi'l. That's the part I gave you. It's a command that has to be there before you do the action. The second part, I thought would be kind of difficult on some of you, is ma يلزم عدمه ما يشترط عدمه بعدمه ولا يلزم بوجوده وجوده. This may be kind of hard on some of us. It's something that just because it's there, or if it's not there, the action is not correct. But if it's there, it doesn't mean the action is correct. You guys understand that? For example,
So if the age of maturity is there, it doesn't mean the action is correct.
Ahsant. May Allah bless you, Zaina. Meaning, just because the thing is present doesn't mean the action is correct. But if the thing is not there, then the action is not there. So say it.
So technically, the condition, if one of the conditions are gone, it means you did the action, but it's not correct.
The action is not even there. It doesn't even exist. It's like you didn't do anything. For example, one of the conditions is al-aql. Right? If you don't have your sound mind, then your wudu is not there. But just because you have your sound mind doesn't mean your wudu is correct. If that makes any sense. You guys understand that?
Yes.
ما يلزم وجوده بوجوده ولا يلزم بماذا وجوده الوجود لا يشترط عدمه بعدمه ولا يشترط وجوده بوجوده. It's something that if it's not there, the action is not there. But just because it's there doesn't mean the action is there. One of our sisters, her water is pure. Just because she uses pure water doesn't mean her wudu is correct. But if her wudu water is not correct, is not pure, her wudu is not accepted. Right? So you're going to write an obligation that takes place before the action. If it's not present, the action is not present. But if it's present, doesn't mean the action is accepted. No say about.
I put if one of these conditions does not be fulfilled, then it will not count.
It will not count. And just because the condition is there doesn't mean the action counts. Fatima?
So like if you have sanctity and you make wudu, like it doesn't mean that it counts.
It doesn't mean it counts. But if your mind is not there, it doesn't count. A condition is something that, if it's not there, it doesn't count. But just because it's there, doesn't mean it counts. You guys with me? A non-Muslim comes in right now, right? And makes the salah with Masjid Salam. We hope a Christian comes in. Last week, some non-Muslims came in. Perhaps a non-Muslim comes in and prays with us.
He can't pray with us unless he's Muslim or he may be Wu or Muslim.
Like, he can pray. He can pray with us. We line up. Sister lines up with you girls. A Christian woman stands in a row and lines up with you and prays with you. She prays, but her prayer is not accepted. Because she didn't fulfill the conditions. So you can pray, she made the salah, but her condition is not there. Islam is not there. So her prayer is not accepted. This is the condition. Just because it's there doesn't mean the action is accepted. But if it's not there, the action is not accepted. That's why I didn't give you that second part. Some of you, I think, understand that. Most of you don't. Right, let's say it again. A condition. What is a condition? 3 parts. Right, put your hands down. I want you to understand it first. Then you can ask away. Ayub is not going to understand. He's playing with Sadiq. Right. Muhammad is paying attention. 3 parts of a condition. Amrun yusbiqu al-fi'l. It's an obligation that comes before the action. An obligation that comes before the action. Number 2. The absence of this condition makes the action itself not accepted. Number 3. Just because the condition is there doesn't make the action accepted.
Why doesn't
I'll give you an example, Nusayba. The woman, Nusayba gets up right now, Mada, and she makes wudu. All of the conditions are there. She makes all the conditions of salah. Just because she has the conditions of the salah, does she have to pray?
No.
Answer is no. So just because they're there, we have all these conditions. For example, the woman, the brother, the child is at the age of maturity. Just because they're at the age of maturity doesn't mean their wudu is correct. But if the person is not at the age of maturity, that wudu is not correct. If it's not there, the action is not correct. But just because it's there doesn't mean the action is correct. طيب. ما يلزم عدمه بعدمه. If it's not there, the action is not there. ولا يلزم بوجوده وجوده. But just because it's there doesn't mean the action is accepted. Nusayba?
My question is, what if somebody is not at the age of maturity yet, and they make wudu and they pray? Is that prayer not counted?
It's counted, but not for that person until they reach the age of maturity. Who was the youngest? Yunus, Haytham, Kam Umruka Anta? How old are you, Haytham? 9. Man asqar min sab'a? Who's less than 7? Muhammad. Where's Muhammad? How old are you, Muhammad? 5. 4, 6. طيب. Muhammad stands up and prays. Right? The angels don't write for him yet. It's on his scale, but not yet. The angels don't write it yet. He fasts. He gets the good deed, but not yet. He prays. He gets it's waiting for him. It's waiting for him until when? Until he reaches the age that the angels write.
What if he died before it?
If somebody passed away before that, then inshallah, they're in the Jannah. They're a child. The child can't do no wrong. The child that doesn't reach the age of maturity, the angels don't write. They have no bad deeds. The child can't do a sin. He's a child. He can do wrong, but not a sin. Why he can't do a sin? The angels don't write yet. When he reaches the tamyiz, the age of maturity, al-malaikatu yaktubun. Now the angels write. So the child is a child. Hands down, Zainab. The child is a child. He makes the salah, makes wudu, does all good deeds. Those actions are waiting for the child. They're waiting for them. Tayyib. When he reaches the age of maturity, now he gets all those good deeds on his scale. You understand? Zainab?
I have 2 questions. The first question is, so let's say you did a good deed like fasting Ramadan. So does that mean that it doesn't get counted until you reach the age of maturity?
It depends.
So once you reach the age of maturity, it gets counted?
Once for the child, that's a Muslim child, he does good deeds. The angels don't write yet.
Yet?
Not yet.
But once you reach the age, then they write the deed.
Now all those good deeds go on their scale.
Does that also mean the bad deeds too?
Not the bad deeds.
Okay.
The child has no bad deeds.
My second question is, are we gonna go outside for the last 10 minutes?
Inshallah. Inshallah.
I mean 15 minutes.
What time is it? 3 o'clock already?
Why do the boys are not asking questions? What do you
The girls, mashallah, only Yunus, mashallah, may Allah reward him. Hamza sometimes. Imran does his work, but he's really quiet. Yunus and the girls, that's it. Ibrahim does a great job. Zahid, Abid, Ayub, Haytham is still playing. So most of our class is just the sisters. They're the only ones who do the homework. Hamza did his homework today. That's it. All the girls do their homework. Yunus does his homework, but today he forgot it. Ayub plays. Zahid plays. Abid is always sick. Sadiq sometimes. Imran does his work, but he's really quiet. That's it. So I don't know. That's why most of the questions, the boys, they always lose the game to the girls. They don't even try. They already know they're going to lose. Alhamdulillah.
I think the game might be
Tayyib. Last question. We got one more to do. Halima.
So let's say a child that's in the age of maturity, they prayed, they fasted, they did a lot of good deeds, and they died before the age of maturity. Does their good deeds still count?
It counts. The child has no bad deeds. Remember this. The child can't make a sin.
Does good deeds like you know how if you do more good deeds you can go to Jannah?
Inshallah.
Does that work for them too, even before they reach the age of maturity and they die?
Same thing, but their good deeds are not there because they're a child. But the child has no bad. The child can't do no wrong, no sins. The angels don't write. There's a hadith Ali, hadith Aisha, that's collected by Imam Abu Dawood. Aisha mentions the Messenger of Allah said what, Nusayba?
The pen is lifted from 3 people.
MashaAllah.
The child that had not reached the maturity yet, the person that is not saved, and the person that is sleeping.
MashaAllah. May Allah bless you, Nusayba. وهذا صحيح. هذا كما قال النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام. That's the words of the Messenger عليه الصلاة والسلام. رفع الأقلام عن ثلاثة. The pen is lifted from 3. What's the pen? That the angels write the good deeds of the servants, the good and bad. the good and bad. So the Muslim, رُفِعَ الْأَقْلَامُ عَنْ ثَلَاثَةٍ وَفِي رِوَايَةٍ رُفِعَ الْقَلَمُ عَنْ ثَلَاثَةٍ. The pen is lifted for 3. عَنِ الصَّبِيِّ حَتَّى يَبْلُغَ. The child until they reach the age of maturity. So the angels don't write the deeds of a child. The good deeds are stored away. Like if I owe you money, or I'll say you owe me money. Imran owes me $5, inshallah. I get it tomorrow. Right? It's my money. He didn't give it to me yet. Right? They're holding it. Those good deeds are on his scale. But since he's young, he doesn't get it yet. I say the girls who did their homework, tomorrow you're going to get a gift. Right? I have the gift, but you don't have it yet to tomorrow. If you do your homework, you get the gift. Right? I have the gift. Say it's in my pocket, for example. This pen is my gift. If Aisha does her homework, I have Aisha's gift. It's in my pocket. It's already Aisha's. She can't get it until she does her homework. She comes in with her homework, she gets the gift that's already hers. But she doesn't get it حتى قامت بالواجبات, until she does the homework.
What if she doesn't do any homework at all?
Then she doesn't get it. It's still hers. It's on her scale. It's just waiting for her to do the homework. You guys with us? So the child does the good deeds, inshallah. The ajaz yantadiru hadha al-walada hatta yablugha. The reward is there, but the child can't receive it yet until, as the Prophet said, hatta yablugha, until they reach the age of maturity. Then the angel writes the deeds. Last question.
No good deeds.
Then that's nothing for them to get. Last point, Zainab. We have one more.
What if you say it's theirs and you don't give it to them?
What do you mean?
Like if you owe somebody something and
You never give it to them? Then that person has to stand up for that Yawm al-Qiyamah. It's responsible, ya ikhwan. Always be responsible. If you have somebody's right, try to hurry up and give it to them. Rush and give it to them. You owe someone something, rush and give it to them. Because this is their right, Yawm al-Qiyamah. If I owe you money, I have to rush. Imran, here's your money. I should rush to give him his money. That's his right. Right? If I harmed someone, I should rush. Hibak, I harmed you. May Allah forgive me. This is your right. I took your pen. I didn't have the right to take your pen. I'm rushing back. Here's your pen. And here's my pen too. Bismillah, forgive me. You should rush to rectify between your brothers and sisters. That's why I say sometimes you guys hurt my feelings when you guys are playing ball. And all you want to do is fight. Muslims don't fight each other. You guys got to stop fighting. I don't know what's wrong with our boys. All they want to do is fight each other and fight and fight and fight. Muslims don't fight. That's haram to fight a Muslim. I don't know why we fight each other, ya ikhwan. I don't know why. We're brothers. It's not allowed to fight. I can be mad at you. You can hurt my feelings. I can ignore you, but I can't fight you. And I only can ignore you for 3 days. Then I have to start talking to you again, whether if I like it or not. That's Islam. You give me salams, I cannot give you salams back, or I committed a sin. That's Islam. Allahu Akbar. You say Salaam Alaikum, I have to say Wa Alaikum Salam. That's your right. You're sick, I have to do what? If you're sick, I have to visit you. That's your right. Whether if I want to visit you or not. I don't like that guy. I don't like him. It doesn't matter. I have to love him. He's my brother. He's sick. Assalamu alaikum ya akhi. What can I do? Here's some food. Here's some money. Here's some tea. Here's some medicine. What can I do? Let me wash your clothes. Let me cook you a meal. Whatever I can do. You're my brother. He passed away. What do? I go to his funeral. I make dua for him. I pray for him. No say, but last point.
what if somebody's like relative dies?
Even a relative has more right. The closer the person is to you, the more reward the more right they have over you. If this is your cousin that's sick, rush to your cousin. Your brother, even closer. Your parents, even closer. No, the closer the person is, the more right they have over you. Never scream at Ummi and Abi. Ever. Don't ever raise your voice at your parents. Never. That's haram. You can go to hell for saying one word against Ummi, one word against Abi, Whatever you're doing, Ummi calls you, Sabreen, you say yes, Ummi. Whatever she asks, as long as it's in line with Quran and Sunnah. You're playing your game, you're on your TikTok, Ummi calls you, you get off and you rush to Ummi. Don't scream at Ummi, what do you want, Ummi? No, A'udhu Billah. Yes, Ummi, Na'am. Don't call your mother by her first name ever. Don't call your Abi by his first name ever. You say Abi, Abati, Ummi, Ummati, or Umma. Don't ever say her name. That's not from good manners. You say yes, Ummi. Don't say ha. You say Na'am. And make dua for your parents. May Allah bless you. May Allah forgive you. May Allah raise you. Fatima, fadal. La bas, afwan. I apologize, Fatima. I didn't see your hand. Haytham.
What if you kill someone at a very
No kill. Why are we speaking about kill?
at a very young age?
Inshallah, I don't think that will happen, but hopefully it doesn't. If there's an accident, Haytham, that's an accident. His affairs with Allah.
It's 308.
308. Last point. Then we can take our break, inshallah ta'ala, take our recess. Last point. Who can recite all five? Halima, raise your voice. Shurut al-wudu, conditions of wudu.
Number 1, al-Islam.
MashaAllah, you have to be Muslim.
Number 2,
Have to have your sound mind.
Number 3, al-Tamiz.
Have to reach the age of maturity.
Number 4, al-Niyah.
MashaAllah, has to have the correct intention.
Number 5,
The water has to be pure. The last one we're going to do, hands down so we can start our recess. Last one, number 6. Number 6. Last one, is that it? And then we're done. Focus. Last point. 2 more minutes and then you can go to recess. You can't go to recess until you write this down. Number 6. Last one. أن يكون الماء حلال. أن يكون الماء halal. Number 6, the water has to be allowed.
allowed.
Has to be allowed.
What is it in Arabic?
أن يكون الماء حلال. أن يكون الماء halal. The water has to be lawful. It can't be stolen water. It can't be أن يكون الماء حلال. The water has to be lawful water. Can't be stolen. Can't be taken oppressively. Has to be halalan. أن يكون الماء حلالا. The water has to be lawful. So 2 things about the water only. 2 things about the water. Number 1, the water has to be taharatul ma, has to be pure. And number 2, halalan, it has to be allowed, has to be lawful.
Like basically your own water.
Not your own water, but it can't be stolen. Somebody goes to the store and steals the water, and you know this water is stolen, you can't make wudu from that water.
Why do you have permission to use this?
Permission from Allah. That's good. If you say that, that's good. Has to be allowed. I can't take your water unjustly. I come in your house and I steal, I steal your water, and then I make wudu from that stolen water. My wudu is not correct.
What if you steal water from the store or somebody else, and then you and the other person make wudu with it, but you didn't know that was stolen?
You didn't know that's something different. You know it's stolen. You know this water is taken unjustly. This person went into that person's country and took their water unjustly. And then he knows that and makes wudu from that water. That wudu is not correct. That prayer is not correct. So he has no prayer. Amina, you're leaving? May Allah bless you. So after you write it, you can go outside and have fun, start your recess. Aisha? Number 6, أن يكون السادس. Sad with a dal. السادس. Alright, that will conclude. We have a break yet, Juan. Inshallah, you have 6 things to memorize. You have a week to do so. May Allah bless you. We'll have some new markers by next week, inshallah. May Allah raise you all, continue the good work. If there's anything that I said that's correct, it's from my Lord. Anything that I said is incorrect from myself. That the water has to be lawful. The water has to be lawful, permissible.
What day do we come back?
I think the 19th or something. 19th has to be lawful. May Allah bless you.
Oh, okay.
It's a sin, and they know it's a sin. And they
If the
still
child
do it.
commits a sin and the child is still young, it's not a sin,
Even if they know it,
even if they know it.
so like when I was a kid,
So the child lies. It's still a wrong deed, but you won't call it a sin yet because the angels don't write for the child yet.
and were you joking when you said that we're coming, the whole next week is off,
No, it's a break. Today's our last class for a whole week.
and then we come back?
So you come back on the, what day, Zahid?
19.
You come back on the 19th.
When is the 19th?
So the 19th, I think, is, what's that, Zahid? That Tuesday?
I think it's Wednesday.
That Wednesday. So you guys have a break.
Sheikh Naeem Zahid, he didn't tell me today you have class.
I think they didn't know because I didn't know either. I just came Bismillah. Somebody said today they didn't have class.
Yeah.
So some of them didn't know until the last minute. So maybe he had a little excuse.
Yeah. I need, you know,
No.
لو سمحت schedule or something.
Yeah, for
Or
now,
nasiha.
every time the school has class, we have class.
Okay.
So they have duksi, then we have class.
Okay.
Inshallah. So if they say we don't have class, but they have duksi, then that's not correct.
Fine.
May Allah bless you all, yeah.